teams possess should make this an interesting game. We could see a lot of transition play.
Neither of these teams is going to be under duress of the shot clock. I am curious to find out which team not only plays quickly, but does so without turning it over. That maximizes their possession. That team, I think, has a real shot of winning this basketball game.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. Here's Morant. And the layup falls.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
Now, here is Russell. Here's Edwards going inside.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
My question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And Morant throws it down.
And just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it. In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now here's Morant. The pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Shot clock at 5. And finished off by Morant.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
And that one's good. Towns. Hey, Craig, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
And here's Russell following the 3 from Jaren Jackson. And Edwards with the stop.
This, to me, is an improving aspect of D'Angelo Russell's game. Reading the pick and roll. Nicely done.
Morant passes to Bain. Driving the lane. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And here's Towns. 5 points in the game. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Free throw good. Bain. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Hey, yo, right here.
Morant outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside, Bain. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Now, here is Russell. The kick out to Towns. Shoots over Morant, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Here's Bain. Morant outside. Jackson a screen on Towns. And that one's good. Morant's got 8.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here is Russell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Another miss by Minnesota. Memphis leading by 6. Now here's Morant. Outside Jackson. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now here's Morant. 8 points for him.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Russell with it. He's picked up by Morant. Payne against Edwards. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
That's a message by Karl Anthony Towns. Throws it down with authority.
Morant with it. He's got 10. High post shot.
Boy, you love the hustle from the young guard. D'Angelo Russell making a play with the defense.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He got into double digits for the quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Memphis?
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Brooks with it. Working on McDaniels. The 3 from Morant. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 8. Lobbed up there for Edwards. Back to Russell. Out to Edwards from downtown. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Edwards got 7 points.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Morant against Russell. And now we've got the intentional foul.
D'Angelo Russell. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Morant. He's got 10. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Russell against Morant. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Off the left rim and out. Bane with it. Picked up by Edwards. The Grizzlies with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 5. With his first shot attempt. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Morant. Offensive rebound. Adams. Brooks with no one around. Sinks the three-pointer. Brooks has got the lead up to 8 now for the Grizzlies.
You know, Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
Back to Russell. Pass to Gobert. And he drops it in from the low post. And to watch NBA offense when the ball is hopping, I think you'd agree, it is beautiful. The precision, the grace, the timing. How much of that, Doris, is just making the simple pass?
I think the best basketball is played when players think, what is the next right play? And so often, Kevin, that is simply moving the basketball. On the catch, you're in triple threat position. But as soon as you don't have anything, move it to the next guy. So I couldn't agree more.
So the wing on the left fires for 3. Here's Towns. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
And a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Another shot. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Boy, when you look at Anthony Edwards' frame, it is pro-ready right now. That upper body strength, the ability to play through contact, the end one. Yes, sir.
It's Morant with the drive. And Morant throws it down.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right. GA seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Tipped away. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 6-point lead. And it's sent back by Russell.
Well, that's the energy and effort that D'Angelo Russell brings on the defensive end. This guy has got the ability to be a factor there. Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Outside for Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. For Minnesota, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Russell from long range. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Bain passes to Morant. And he goes right over to D'Angelo Russell and slams it down.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Russell against Morant. Towns wide open. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 4 assists in the game. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morant against Russell. Morant kicks to Adams. Morant passes to Adams, and that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
They get it back on the wing. Bain.
Boy, when he is contesting shots, you see the potential on the defensive end for Anthony Edwards.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Grizzlies lead by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game?
Thanks, David. And we'll be back. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Nas Reed out there with Anderson. And it's Taurean Prince. And it's Noel in at the 2-guard spot. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half.
Many teams could use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter.
Has to Reed from outside the arc. Offensive rebound. The Grizzlies have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. And there's the drive, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. Drills it from outside.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
Now Jones. Kicked by Clark. They kick it out to Green. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Green's got the lead. Back up to 10 now for the Grizzlies. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Noel, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Pass to Williams. They kick it out to Green. That 3 off the mark. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. Anderson against Green. Prince setting a pick for Anderson. Prince outside. Just 5 to shoot. Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Now the pass to Clark. Outside Green. Williams has a screen for Green. Fires the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Prince outside, out left to the wing. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
The kick out to Anderson. Takes a 3. Here's McLaughlin.
A beast defensively. Clark's reach and high motor is what makes him effective at blocking shots.
Here's Conchar. No good there. The Timberwolves go the other way with it, and they're pushing it up. Here's Noel. That one falls. Noel's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Timberwolves. Got a piece of it. And now the Timberwolves on the break. A nice shot by Anderson.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Jones looking for an opening. Green against Prince. Green kicks to Clark. 5 on the clock. Second chance effort. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
It's great whenever Danny Green is forcing the issue. He puts the defender in a tough spot there.
Green taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Green. Here's McLaughlin. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Driving to the basket. Lays it up off the glass.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Here's Jones. Passes to Concho. Kick by Clark. Lets it go from deep. Memphis the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. 24 seconds left to play in the third. Drives to the hoop. Prince wide open. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Feeds to Green. And stolen by Prince. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, you can see that Taurean Prince, with his length and anticipation, can create turnovers. Off to the races they go.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Grizzlies out in front, up by 4. From Target Center, back in a moment. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Minnesota's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the center, locking down the middle. Edwards passes to Towns. Just 3 to shoot. Oh, what a great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line and try to tack on another.
Well, just putting the ball on the deck. Towns so aggressive in everything he does.
Defensive foul.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
I like how simple they are just keeping things on offense. I mean, the mid-range area has been made available, and boy, are they taking advantage.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Well, we know this. Karl Anthony Towns was a go-to option from the very first moment he stepped in the lines of an NBA court. The versatility is so difficult to match up against.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Edwards finds Gobert, out to Russell. Outside Edwards, down to 5 on the shot clock. And they're unable to get the time basket there. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Shot from the inbound. Here's Adams, out to Morant. Pass to Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Jackson a screen on Edwards. There's the lob to Jackson, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Oh, it got ugly there for a stretch. Nothing was working, but they've come back and have a chance to seal the deal.
The Grizzlies shooting at 50% in a decent group. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And Morant throws it down.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
Right side Towns. Pass to Edwards. To take the lead. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 7 rebounds in the game. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely...
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
The pass to Gobert. Bain against Edwards. There's the triple. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Jackson against Edwards. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Second team foul.
Out to Brooks. Back to Morant. 6 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And Brooks gets it on the assist by Morant.
Well, Brooks is always working hard for this team. And here it pays off with a huge basket.
Outside Edwards. There's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Morant against Russell. And here's Morant. And here's Brooks from outside. Second shot opportunity. Outside for Jackson. Here's Morant. challenge. Slams it in.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Russell passes to Towns. McDaniels in the post. Brooks covering. Here's Russell. Count it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, does he have the clutch gene? D'Angelo Russell says, yes, sir, I do.
Now here's Morant. Adams with the screen on Russell. And they double up Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
And going back to college, Morant's made a habit of rising to the occasion.
Out to Edwards. Back to Russell. Out to the right wing. Towns for 3. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game. Gobert is not fazed by these moments. He wants to be the man.
And stolen by Russell. Unhindered, going all the way. And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Wow, what a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. It's Brooks on the wing. Puts up a 3. Misses the 3. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Yes!
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They trail by 2. 1 second left in the game.
Time to get hype, fans. It's the first.
And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
said, don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at point guard. Leonard can't get it to go. Morant with it. Checked by Wall. Kicks it out to Jackson. Over Morris. That one a little long. Now Los Angeles with it. Pass to George. Zubac's with it. 6 on the shot clock. Now George. Adams grabs the miss.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now here's George. Morris on the wing. No good on the 3. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Zubac passes to Wall. Now here's Leonard. Back to Wall. The kick out to Morris. Jacks up at 3 after missing his first attempt. Now 1 for 2.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Outside Morant. Going inside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively. Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy. When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career, that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
The Clippers in the lead. And the big finish by Wall.
An athletic display by Wall, letting the defense know he can own the rim.
Now here's Morant. Can they get it? Takes it inside. Morant with the slam!
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
Now here's Brooks. Pass to Bain. And here's Morant. Goes up from the top of the key. Memphis the rebound. Out to the wing. Lets it go from deep. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Here's Wall. George outside. Fires from deep. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Morant. Trailing by 2. 3-pointer. And it's Morant again missing. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Leonard passes to George. Out to Leonard. Back to George. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Wall finds George. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Ball to Memphis.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first. And here's Morant. 9 points in the game. Payne with a screen on George. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Wall. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And at the end of one, a close. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the one. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Now here's Wall. Clock at 6. Here's Leonard. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Morant. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to go on Paul George. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I'd prefer the no call. I like that idea.
And he sinks the second. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. The kick out to Morris. George against Bain, and he'll take a trip to the line for two. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
The standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
At BA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Now here's Bain. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
An opportunistic player. When Jackson sees an alley-oop opportunity, he doesn't pass it up.
Here's Wall. Kicks it to George. Takes the three. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Now here's Morant. 10 points for him. And they get it back to the left side wing from the arc. It's rebounded by Zubats.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
The shot no good. And it's Memphis the other way. Here's Brooks. And he banks in the layup.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the three ball.
Wall against Morant. Wall, the pass to George. Leonard outside. Back to George. And the jam by George.
Well, these nights where he just decides to start dominating offensively, and Paul George making it look like that tonight.
Here's Morant. Paul George pulls it in. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. 1:51 left in the first half of this game. Wall, the pass to Morris. Now here's George. Adams covering. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Zubac. Here's George. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Memphis has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Now here's Bane. Zubac with the steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled, and they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in play, the previous play and personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
How about that? Let's hear it for your Clippers breaker.
Shooting 2.
And he makes a first.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Out to the right wing. And the big finish by Wall.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
Pass to George. Here's Morris. Leonard outside. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
That's tenacious play in the paint from Kawhi, just insisting on getting to that shot.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Now Bane. Pass to Adams. And the foul called on John Wall. That'll be a second foul of the game. Here's Morant. He's got 10 to win the run. And they recover it. Outside Bane. Now here's Morant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
The free throw drops for Morant. For the Clippers.
Shooting 2.
And Morant drops them both. And the Clippers with the ball. Kennard outside. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Okay, Allie, appreciate it.
Your Clippers, 24. The Grizzlies, 16.
And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. Paul George has been sensational.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. We've got Brandon Clark. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then there's Danny Green. Good on the second one. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Jackson with it. Jones grabs the board. Now Green. Outside Jones. Pass to Conchar from outside the arc. Counted from distance.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Jackson against Jones. Jackson, the pass to Batum. Here's Powell. Here he goes. And Powell with the stuff.
Norman Powell is big and strong and stocky, so he gets in that gap. He's like a bowling ball. He can take a hit.
Jones up top, defended by Jackson. Pass to Conchar. To the right side, 6 to shoot. The rebound by Jackson. The Clippers in the lead. Stolen by Jones. And here's Clark. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter.
The rejection. Covington, good job defensively.
Here's Jackson.
John Conchar, first personal foul.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
It's been interesting as Reggie has finally seemingly found a home, or at least confidence in the way he plays. He's a guy who can carry you on offense, and he will score in bursts, and those will be very loud points.
Outside for Green. Driving in, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
He hears the whistle, and he keeps his concentration and is able to knock it down.
And that one misses.
A relatively rare trip to the free throw line for Green, averaging just 1 attempt per game over the course of his career.
Now here's Powell. Pass to Batum. Back to Powell. Shot clock at 5. Jackson on the wing. Into the lane. And Clark with a block. They recover it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Jones from outside. Hits the trifecta. And now just a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Batum, right side. Kicks it out to Jackson. 4-3. And they'll get another chance. Kennard finds Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. There's a minute 54 left in the third. Outside for Green. Clark with a screen on Powell. Jones, the pass to Clark. Powell pulls it in. The Clippers have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Jackson on the wing. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Back to Kennard. Here's Powell. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I like it. Powell just being aggressive, making the D overcommit.
And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Zubats, he's checked in for Covington. Morris comes in for Batum. George, he's checked in for Kennard. And it's Wall in for Jackson. Outside Jones. Pass to Clark. And he was fouled in the act. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the coach's challenge.
Substitution.
Previous play is under
Many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Leonard against Brooks. Out to Leonard. Here's the three. Second chance effort. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting. So he'll take 2 free throws.
Not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that play happen.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Clippers.
What a performance for beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
He's off on the first.
Now, Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA. He gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively. And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
He's having a good night from the field. Now, I know the defense is really keying in on him, but they need him involved if they're going to pull this out.
George passes to Wall, and stolen by Morant. Outside for Brooks for the lead, and again it's Memphis with a three.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And Kawhi getting up that time, just owning all the airspace around the rim.
Now here's Morant. 12 points for him. There's the drive, and no good. 3 quarters of play, and a close one here. It's the Grizzlies up 1. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. The Clippers trail. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Pass to George. Back to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Morris sets a screen. Leonard with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Oh, and Jackson with the block. From deep, Morant. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 5 rebounds in the game. George passes to Wall. Kicks it to George. Outside Wall. Leonard outside. Over to the wing. And here's Zubac outside. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Now here's Leonard. Pass to George. Over Bain. And George with the basket on the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 assists in the game. Memphis leading. Outside Morant. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Back to Brooks. Here's Morant. Deflected. Leonard outside. Drives to the hoop. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Grizzlies have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Bain, no good. With a bucket here, they can recapture the lead.
I like how they've hung in. Never let things get out of hand.
Leonard, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Fires for 3. Rejected by George.
Paul George has such great defensive instincts, the length, and then the read that time.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Wall. Pass to Morris. Back to Wall. And Leonard, here we go. The kick out to Morris. And again, no good by the Clippers. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And the foul called on Paul George. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Outside Morant. Outside Bain. Good, and the setup by Morant. And now a 5-point Memphis lead.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Out to Leonard. Fires the 3. On target from range.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
A minute and a half left in the game. George against Morant. Over to the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. Adams finds Morant. Back to Adams. Memphis needs to get off a shot, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're ahead by 2. 1:14 left to play in the fourth quarter. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He wants all they have to give coming down the stretch, saying, quote, it's not just the big plays. I want to see us making the little plays too, winning the 50-50 balls. That's the effort we need.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's George. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. Left side, Morant. .43 seconds left in the fourth quarter here.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Now here's Wall. The kick out to Morris. George outside. Back to Morris. George against Bain. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Morant. Outside Bain. There's the triple. The shot that time not on target. Here's Wall. Misses from close range. And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up.
The starting lineup for the...
And we've got a game that's sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all 4 quarters.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Here's Morant. Now Brooks out to Morant. Adams trying to free himself up. And it's Morant missing.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Nailed from three-point land.
And this has been Crowder's role for a while now. Often shoots more three-pointers than two-pointers.
And here's Morant after the three-pointer from Jay Crowder. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Ball surveying the floor. Down low, Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Now here's Morant. No coverage that time.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
There is the flexibility of Jaren at the offensive end. He can post, he can put it on the floor, or he can just catch and fire.
Payne against Booker. Bridges outside. Pass to Ayton. Shot clock at 6. Back to Bridges. And there's a whistle. It goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
I will say I like the aggressiveness, but you hurt your team making poor decisions, and that was one of them.
Out to Morant. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. And Jackson throws it down hard.
He's a smooth athlete. Even on a straight dunk, you can see Jaren's ease of movement in the air.
And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
And here's Morant after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. Brooks the pass to Adams. Deflects the pass. Bridges with the steal. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Here's Booker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Such an active shooter. Love how Booker gets defenders to try and be physical with him.
Both free throws good from Booker.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Monty Williams. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, we talked a lot about their shot-making ability, and he said the trick is to balance efficiency with aggression. But, of course, everyone says that. The hard part is to actually do it. And we'll see if this team can do it as well tonight, guys.
All right, David, we'll see if their strategy will pay off. Greg, centering their efforts now on generating points.
Yeah, and I can understand what they're trying to do here. Come out of the gates with some heat.
And it forces your opponent's best scorers to expend energy at the defensive end. Makes the strategy a win-win.
Here's Paul. Grizzlies making the shot. Booker finds Crowder. Here's Ayton. Rocket 2. They get the rebound. Pass to Crowder. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A well-rounded player on both ends. You can count on Jay Crowder night in and night out, and you see the value it provides for this team.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now here's Paul. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Booker the pass to Crowder. To the inside. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morant outside. Outside, Bain. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
Impressive accuracy of Desmond Bain. He has put in the work to be a reliable three-point option.
With three, Booker, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot.
And for Jay Crowder, nothing has been given to him. He fights and he competes.
Now here's Morant. Now the feed to Brooks. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you play?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Morant against Paul. And there's the pass to Ayton. Here's Booker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Both good from the line that time. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Morant against Paul. Outside, Bain. Pass to Adams. Memphis moving that ball around. Bain against Booker. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Bain. Morant against Paul. Booker outside. Shoots the three, and he's good on the 3-ball. Booker's got the lead up to 9 now for the Suns.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
Morant with it. Pass to Bain. 3-pointer. That shot, no good. Feeds it to Ayton. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Brooks. Morant finds Brooks. From deep. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Suns leading by 9. Back to Bridges. And the rejection by Jackson. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a 3.
Here's Morant after Mikal Bridges' bucket. Back to Morant. Clock at 6. Lays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 8 points.
Okay, check out the handles of Ja Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
To the paint, Morant with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup. And now just a 5-point Phoenix lead.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it to distance.
Yeah, he's a one-man show in transition. Impressive play, taking it right to the rim.
Here's Paul. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 1:10 left to play in the first half. Booker, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Now here's Booker. He's got 13. He feeds it to Ayton. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Adams. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Great vision by Ja Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Bounce pass from Paul. Crowder kicks to Paul. To the middle. And the dunk by Booker.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Bane inside the three-point line. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Bane's got 4 this quarter.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Passes it to Crowder. Oh, good with the triple. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Suns ahead, up 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks.
Thank you, David. Coach. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Saric and Johnson are on the block. Payne out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Lee in at the 3 spot. Now here's Payne. And here's Johnson outside. No good that time. Memphis trailing here. On the wing, Green. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Here's Conchar. They set the pick. It's deflected. Shamet with the steal.
That's what we call intelligent defense. Just put himself in a position to make a play on that kick out.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
That gives them the lead. Clark's got the lead up to 1 now for Memphis.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Now here's Lee. No points in the game hit for him. This is his first free throw of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
That free throw from Lee is good.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line. Not missing their chances when they get them.
And both free throws good for Lee. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Jones looking for an opening. Outside, Green trying to find Jones. He gets it to him, and he converts the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Payne in the post, defended by Jones. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Green passes to Jones. Fires the 3. George grabs the board. The Suns have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Here's Shamet. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Conchar. Jones, no one around him. Offline with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Lee with the stuff.
Get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Outside, Green. Back to Jones. Here he goes. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jones has got 4 points this quarter.
And that's a great pass. Danny Green showing us he can do more than D it up and 3 it up.
Payne dishes the lead. 1:37 left in the third. Johnson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Into the lane, and it's Johnson with the jam. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Now here's Jones.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Grizzlies shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. It's a 1-point game, and that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Ja Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. Booker against Payne. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Morant looking around for 3. The Grizzlies with another miss. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. The kick out to Crowder from downtown. Oh, and he almost hit it. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
Previous play is under review.
Angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. You're double-checking, and the game continues on.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Morant outside. Inside. And Adams kicks to Morant. The three. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The pass to Paul. Now the dish to Bridges. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Physical play from Bridges under the hoop, making sure to win that foul call.
Six seconds left in the third quarter. Morant with a wide open. Oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And what I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Suns lead by 2. And we're coming. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So on the floor for Memphis. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5. And Paul with the basket on the assist from Booker. Paul's got his first points in this one.
Have to admire Paul's concentration. He takes pride in finishing on aggressive coverage.
The 3 from Morant. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Paul kicks to Booker. Six on the shot clock. Down low, Crowder.
Jay Crowder, blue-collar combo forward, finds ways to outwork you.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
Smart ball handling from them in this one, passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And the other area they're separating themselves is with their points at the free throw line, being the initiator physically.
And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Morant.
Bread and butter play. Morant and screen and roll. He'll typically make you pay.
Paul finds Booker. Pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Ayton. Adams, some nice D. Bain with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Bridges with the steal. Here we go. 1-on-1. And the layup is good. And the Suns lead by 3.
And there you see the basketball IQ Bridges has. Natural court sense. He knows exactly where to be.
Morant against Paul. Back to Bain. 5 to shoot. Morant outside. Shoots from 14. Here's Adams out to Brooks. Bridges with the steal. Booker right side. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Adams. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Morant passes to Jackson. Back to Morant. The feed to Jackson. Outside, Payne. 6 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Suns leading by 3. .149 left to play in the final quarter. Ball finds Booker. On the wing, Bridges. Pass to Paul. Ayton with it. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
A solid free throw shooter. Let's see if Ayton can capitalize at the line. This game is close.
No luck that time either. Passes it to Crowder. Launches it. Grizzlies with the rebound. Morant passes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Emphatic bucket from Steven Adams. His team needed one, and he wouldn't be denied.
Ball outside. Booker outside. Feeds it to Crowder. The shot misses. And it's Memphis the other way. Morant drives in. Money!
Big time basket at a big time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And Booker kicks to Bridges. Booker dishes to Bridges. And Bridges jams it in.
Oh, a major factor in those 2021 finals. Bridges growing more and more comfortable in the big moment.
Morant against Paul. Here's the pass to Bing. Three-pointer. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
And it's CP stepping up to the line, looking unflappable. Not much gets to the veteran point guard.
Payne looking around. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're behind by 2. 5 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point range. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win. And
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this hit. And these are two high-flying teams, Grant. Loads of athleticism on the floor. What's it like to play in a game like this?
Oh, B.A., it is the best. It's so much fun. I mean, of course, here we're expecting lots of fast breaks, dunks, just in general, a lot of action. And, of course, the fans love these type of games. I can't wait.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. Now here's Morant. Up and in on the layup.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Pass to Edwards. No good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Morant with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Morant against McDaniels. Back to Morant. 4 on the clock. And down it goes. 2 points. Morant's got his second basket.
Ja Morant was a great player, but he became a star once he learned how to dominate pick and rolls.
Pass to Towns. Now here's Gobert. Russell into the lane. And here's McDaniels. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoying playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Edwards for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. And here's Bain. Jackson, the pass to Morant. Throws it up high. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Russell against Morant. And then Russell with the dunk.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Now here's Morant. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with. Every night, Ja Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Now here's Russell. Beyond the arc. Adams grabs the miss.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Morant with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Brooks outside. Jackson on the wing. Fires from deep. No good on the shot. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Jackson.
Putting on a show. Jackson Jr. showing you what a big man can do at the rim.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Well, you talk about the D Morant has to face. Yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
And Gobert with the stuff.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Edwards finds Russell. 5 on the clock. three is up.
I like Morant's workman-like approach on D. He finds good matchups and makes an impact.
Adams up top. Back to Morant. Fires the three. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Edwards. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. Up top, Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Memphis Grizzlies. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in its center, filling out the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
Bain against Edwards. And there's a defensive 3-second call. All right, Richard, I was looking over your accomplishments, doing a little extra prep on it. An NBA title with the Cavs, a state title in high school, and almost won it all in college at Arizona. Is that the one what-if in your career?
Oh, no. Thank you for bringing those up. But, yeah, I have tons of what-ifs. I have, obviously the college championship. I also got Athens in the 04. And, look, just for giggles, I also like to talk about the 2 times I lost in the NBA Finals going against Shaq and Kobe, then Tim Duncan, David Robinson, and Manu Ginobili. But the funny thing is, it's not like they didn't have Hall of Fame head coaches. It was only Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich. So, I've run into a few buzzsaws in my day.
Here's Morant. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Bain, no good. Left side, Edwards. Pass to Gobert. To the wing on the left. Edwards a screen on Morant. Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. Here's Gobert. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Gobert's got 6 points.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Now here's Morant. Give him 8 points now. Outside Edwards. Towns up top. Outside Russell. And he lobs it up top. And Edwards slams it in.
And this is what point guards like Russell are responsible for, setting the table for his guys.
Outside Morant. Pass to Adams. Banked it in off the glass.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Minnesota in the lead. Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. Launches a 3. Hitting his 3rd shot in 7 looks.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop. When we evaluate players, one thing that gets overlooked, age. Take Jaren Jackson Jr. He was only 18 when he got drafted in 2018.
Russell against Morant. McDaniels from long range. No luck on that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Outside Morant. And he drives in. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
You know, for Triple J, it took time to develop. Year 4 with Memphis was a special one, Richard.
Jackson unlocked his defensive potential amongst the best shot blockers in the entire league. You have to give those young guys time before making a true judgment.
Now here's Russell. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Edwards. It doesn't go for him. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Now Morant. Uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
Russell to pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Over Morant. Ooh, once again off the mark by Minnesota. Memphis leading. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Now here's Brooks. Pass to Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Okay, I see you, Ja, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Outside McDaniels. Towns for 3. Now Gobert. Adams covering. Edwards for 3. Doesn't go for him. Now here's Bain. Adams with a screen on McDaniels. From deep, Bain. And that's not going to go. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
On the court for Minnesota, Kyle Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Noel in at the 2 spot. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Driving to the basket. There's the 3. Anderson can't get it to go.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Minnesota's foul. Jordan McLaughlin. First personal foul. First team foul.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Prince. Pass to Noel. Back to Prince. Unloads. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. And so it's Memphis with it. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Jones, and it's blocked. Here's McLaughlin. Clark covers, and it's McLaughlin missing.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Pass to Jones. Here's Clark. Reed defending. Williams, a screen on Reed. Outside Jones. Just 3 to shoot. And he lobs it up. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And although he's under undersized at his position. His vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
To the paint, and stolen by Clark. From deep three-point range. And it's Noel with a rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Pass to McLaughlin. Back to Anderson. Will it go? Well, with roster sizes expanding and the addition of two-way contracts, the NBA has 100 more roster spots than around 12 years ago. RJ, how's that changed things in your mind?
Well, you just need so much more scouting and development, and you look at the different teams around this league, the ones that have continued success are the ones that are always able to find those diamonds in the rough. It's easy to get somebody good with the top 5 pick. Show me a team that can find somebody with the 30th or 35th pick.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all of the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." BA?
All right, thanks, Allie.
Oh, man, take a look at that one. Just a textbook alley-oop.
Beautifully done. He served it up on a platter. Now here's Jones. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
That free throw misses, and it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. And he sinks the second. The Timberwolves have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
A line change here for Memphis. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. On the wing, Bain, defended by Gobert. Bain with it. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Morant drawing the double team. Brooks finds Morant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No good on the free throw.
At the line for 2.
And he's good on the second. The Timberwolves have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Outside Russell. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Russell's gotten his second bucket.
Yeah, inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
Outside Morant. Three-pointer off the mark. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Russell, that's good.
With or without the ball, Russell's versatility in the open floor creates mismatches.
Morant against Russell. Now here's Morant. Tight defense on him. Just 3 on the clock. No good that time. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
You want to talk about length? Gobert's arms go on forever. A major threat for putback slams.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He told them, quote, "It all comes down to the next few minutes. That's what will decide this game. So step up. This is your moment, not theirs." Inspiring words, guys.
And Allie, thanks. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him. Adams with a screen on Russell. Here's Morant, deflected by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies. He misses the free throw.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good.
Not perfect, but does the important work to make it a 2-possession game.
Outside. From deep. He drops it from range.
A volume 3-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
Russell against Morant. And here's Brooks. Back to Morant. Outside for Brooks. Lets the 3 fly. Good. And the setup by Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. They'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Russell against Morant. Outside McDaniels. Edwards for 3. Oh, almost had him. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart.
The previous play is under
19.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
Here's Morant. Brooks, right side. Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Outside Edwards. 3-pointer. Grizzlies with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11. We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. From deep, Morant. Can't get it to go. Shooting 7 for 13 from the field now. Right side, Russell. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Morant against Russell. Pass to Towns. Outside Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. From behind the arc. Offensive board. Gobert. And here's Russell. Pounded by Morant.
Good instincts to read the pack and get in a position to pick it off.
Kicks it out to Jackson. 1:52 left to play in the 4th. Morant against Russell. Back to Brooks for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Edwards against Brooks. Edwards, the pass to Russell. Hits hits the target from 18 feet.
Oh, and Russell loves to remind us that he has ice in his veins. Big-time bucket.
Now Morant. Jackson outside. Lets it go from deep. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. McDaniels can't hit. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Morant pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Jackson with a screen on Russell. Russell against Morant.
And it's critical Morant steps up in the important points in the game. This is his time to shine.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. And he's unable to get the second one. Minnesota with the ball. Here's Edwards. Ja Morant grabs the miss.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. The 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Clutch performance by Russell. He keeps his cool and just zeroes in on finding his shot.
Bain against Edwards. Bain, the pass to Morant. Back to Bain. And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. That was an incredible night of...
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the end. Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the one. Now here is George. The layup missed. Morant with it. Leonard picks him up. And it's Morant missing.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
George, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
This is a case where it's just the pure strength of Paul George, able to fight through contact so well on these shots.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Both free throws good from Morant.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Outside Leonard. It's George on the wing. Back to Leonard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Wall passes to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Launches a three, and Wall gets it to go in on the assist from Leonard.
While he is deliberate, Kawhi Leonard reads the defense and knows when and where to put a pass. That was beautifully done.
Now here's Morant. And there's the feed to Brooks. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Bain finds Morant. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. It's all knotted up.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
Here's Wall. The shot, no good. Adams, some nice D. Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Payne for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Zubac with it. Now defended by Adams. The kick out to Wall. Leonard with no one around. And good, coming off the assist by Wall.
Well, Kawhi Leonard pure from the corner. Nice delivery, Kawhi.
Here's Morant. The tray. Morris with the rebound.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Here's Morant. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Morant kicks to Brooks. Up top, Morant. Defended by George.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
1:05 left to play in the first. Outside, Payne. There's the 3. The Clippers grab the miss. George looking around, kicks it out to Leonard. Morris outside. And it's Wall in the corner. No good on the triple. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Morant passes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
And George kicks to Morris. Takes it out to Leonard. Fires the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Leonard's got 8 points.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Morant outside. Over George.
Well, we call that defensive chops, right? Paul George is draped all over his man. He will not give...
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. And it's Leonard missing. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Trailing by 4. Brooks finds Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. Lets the 3 fly. Second chance shot. Brooks with no one around. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. And former Grizzlies small forward Mike Skinny Miller here in Memphis to watch the game.
Top 30 all-time in three-point percentage. He was one of the game's elite marksmen.
Wall dishes to George. Takes it inside. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Morant with it. He's picked up by Wall. Morant passes to Adams. It's George on the wing, guarded by Morant. Outside, George. To the inside. Morris, no good. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the center. Morant against George, and they pick up 2. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just tried to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Bane. Out to Morant. Shot clock at 5. Back to Bane. Over the Wall. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Brooks against Leonard. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
First team.
Memphis on defense. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Leonard. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Memphis trailing here. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Leonard on the wing. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
From deep, Brooks. No good that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. Passes it to Leonard. The kick out to Wall. Morris outside. Outside Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You notice there's some pretty cool stories right there about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. And think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
Here's Adams. Another shot. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Outside, Wall. And George kicks to Zubats. It's Wall with the drive. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Wall's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
The lightning speed is what is impressive. Defense doesn't have time to react. John Wall on the drive.
Payton for 3. And again, Memphis no good. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Substitution on the court.
Let's go. Powell pulls it in. Jackson down low. And so that's the end of the first half. Thank you, David, for that interview.
The Grizzlies 16, the Clippers 22.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Batum is out there with Powell. And it's Covington in at the center, locking down the middle. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Jones against Jackson. Jones the pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. Some nice passing there by Memphis. 3 on the clock. Here's Clark. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You gotta know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Jones against Jackson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
What a career arc when you consider Reggie Jackson. Here is a guy that literally was so frustrated at one point he considered retiring. And yet he puts in the effort and has a tremendous season.
Outside, Jones. On up there for Clark. Batum with the steal. Here's Kennard. Trips down the breakaway slam.
Well, I'll tell you, the sense from Batum for when to go for the steal and turn it into offense, that is nicely done.
Doris, looking at Reggie Jackson, he's coming off one of his best seasons ever.
Yeah, and you love that for a guy like him, not giving up, not letting the struggle impact his passion, giving the same effort he did as a rookie. I love his story, Kevin.
Powell against Green. Outside Jackson. Up top Batum. Outside for Jackson. The three. Buries it from three-point range. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Well, the ability to catch and shoot. The rise and fire from Reggie Jackson on point.
Picked by Clark. Jones the pass to Clark. Covington with the steal. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Now Batum still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Jackson misses. To the middle. Poked away. Covington with the steal. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Here's Clark. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
And that one falls for Clark. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Williams is checked in, and he makes both free throws. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Now here's Jackson. Powell in the high post. Outside Batum. Back to Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good off the back of the rim.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Williams sends a screen for Green. Back to Williams. Covington with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's Powell. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Powell's got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles. Jones looking for an opening. From deep. That shot misses. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Outside Jackson. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Reggie Jackson, one of those guys who does a little bit of everything. Can score it, can be a setup guy, can play the 1, can play the 2. You love his versatility.
1:31 left in the third. Outside, Jones. They kick it out to Green. Up again, and Clark is right there. Clark's got 6.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Pass to Powell. Outside for Jackson. Batum wide open. He fires. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Batum's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Batum's ability to knock down threes and stretch out that defense, such a vital part of this offense.
Jones, the pass to Clark. Back to Jones. And Covington sends it back.
So disruptive at the defensive end. Look in the box score, and Covington will be the source of blocks and steals consistently.
In the corner, Kennard with it. Powell kicks to Kennard. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Jones, no one around him. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Los Angeles. 13 points up at the end of the period. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Leonard finds Morris. And Leonard has it in the corner. Wall passes to Morris. The kick out to Wall. Just 5 to shoot. The shot will not fall.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
To the paint. Here's Morant. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Back to Brooks. Outside for Jackson. And they'll get another chance. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Leonard the pass to Zubac. Leonard with the ball. To the wing right side. All with it. He's picked up by Brooks. The kick out to Wall. They get it back. Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
The kick out to Wall. And he drives in. Leonard the pass to George. Takes it off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 17.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
And Wall kicks to George. Zubac the pass to Wall. To the left side wing. A 3 from Morris. Brooks grabs the board. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Looking to get on the board here in the 4th still. Zubac with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Right side Wall. Knocked away. The Grizzlies trail by 18. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And you got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
Outside for George. Back to Leonard. Lets it fly. And the wide open shot from Morris. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Morant against George. Payne for 3. It's good from long range. Payne's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Wall dishes to Morris. In the corner, George with it. Outside Leonard. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, Ja Morant grabs the rebound.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Clippers.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Leonard.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save him tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L. Well, the New Zealander shows a little hops on the alley-oop.
Well, for the Clippers, they can just run out the clock. And here's Wall. And so Los Angeles takes the win. And all right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks, for great.
And preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. And it's the Suns to start out. All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. Connects from downtown. And we should see a lot of guys jousting for position in this one. Brent, we've got two teams that can rebound with the best of them.
Yeah, when you have a physical game like this, BA, the one worry is there going to be a lot of fouls? Because you don't want any of these guys out of the game with the way they control the glass.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Now here's Booker. Crowder outside, 6 to shoot. Outside Paul. The shot no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Bain, the pass to Morant. Back to Bain. Crowder with a steal. It's an even 3-on-3 break. That's good from Paul on the assist from Booker.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates. Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in the season in franchise history, and it just didn't play out that way.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Paul passes to Booker. Pass to Bridges. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, Booker can't get it to go. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. Make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
The offensive rebound. Outside for Brooks. From downtown, drops in the 3.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Right wing. Paul passes to Ayton. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Morant. Crowder grabs the miss.
I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Paul. Outside Booker. It's Bridges on the wing. Back to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Now, he really gets up there. I mean, Devin Booker will surprise you and throw it down. I've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Pass to Ayton. Let's go with a 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Outside Morant. Driving in. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brett, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
Morant, no good.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Now here's Paul. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside for Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Booker's got 5 now.
Going to be an all-star guard like Devin Booker. You might want to start hitting your share of triples.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Launches it. He buries it from 3. He has 7.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
It feels like the three-point line has opened up really early in this one, too. They've been looking confident from behind the arc, but there's a lot of attempts going up.
Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Booker, the pass to Ayton. The shot off that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. The drive by Bane, and he jams it home with authority.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Booker, good. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Morant against Paul. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
NBA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from 3.
Here's Booker. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
You might as well throw up the points. Booker shot 90% from the free throw line during the regular season.
So he gets them both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Pass to Adams. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team.
Morant against Paul. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 5. There's the drive. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Down low. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And Booker heating up like this, it's going to lift the confidence of the entire team when he gets it going offensively.
Morant, the pass to Bane. Goes up on the wing. Good. And the setup by Morant. Bane's got 4 points this quarter.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Booker, the pass to Crowder. The three-pointer off the mark.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Adams with a screen on Booker. The three from Bain. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Paul passes to Bridges.
And Bridges really likes to get to the interior and earn himself some opportunities from the charity stripe.
No good on that one. Good on the second one. And there's 1:45 left to play in the first half. And here's Morant. He's got 14. Outside Bain. Shoots over Booker. And Ayton pulls it down.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Booker, the pass to Paul. Bridges outside. Ayton, the screen on Brooks. For three, Bridges. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
Bain with a screen on Paul. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Booker against Bain. Pass to Bridges. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over, and it's a completely new group for the Suns.
Substitution on the court.
The Grizzlies have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Up top, Morant, defended by Payne. The three from Bain. It's hauled in by the Suns. In transition, here come the Suns. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And already at such a young age, Landry Shamet considered one of those critical role pieces for a very good team. The sky's still the limit for where he can get to.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Memphis leading. Jones with the ball. Pass to Conchar. Offensive rebound. Basket's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Shamet. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks.
The Suns, 25.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
Memphis has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. And so in the game for the Suns, Johnson joins Biyombo down low. Landry Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne. And it's Lee in at the 3, small forward. Conchar can't hit.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Shamet, no good.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Conchar, good. The Suns trailing.
Memphis foul. John Conchar. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here are the Suns now. From deep, Johnson. From beyond the arc, and then some. Johnson's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Jones against Payne. Clock at 6. Here's Clark. That one doesn't drop. Ooh, good work defensively by Biyombo. It's Shamet on the wing, defended by Jones. It's stolen. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Conchar. Nifty move. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
It's Shamet on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Lee misses. For Memphis, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Kicks it out to Clark. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Shamet. The 3 is up. That shot off the mark. And the Grizzlies shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. Green, the pass to Jones. And that comes off the assist by Green. And it's a 10-point Memphis lead.
Danny Green is such a fantastic system player, and this is a pretty fantastic system, so it's working out well.
Pass to Shamet. Just 5 to shoot. And Clark with a block. Payne against Jones. Outside, Green. Here's Conchar. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. For Phoenix, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Outside Payne. 3-pointer, no good. Memphis has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Out to the right wing. There's a minute 40 left in the third quarter. The 3. That one is off. And Phoenix will come the other way.
After taking Cam Johnson 10th in the 2019 draft, the Timberwolves promptly sent him and Saric to the Suns in exchange for Jarrett Culver.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Payne's got his first points of the game.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Pass to Conchar. And here's Clark. Wide open. They get it back. He can't get that one to fall. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Here's Lee. That 3's off the mark. The Grizzlies have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Here's Clark. There's 39 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Outside Jones. This one for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Shamet. 16 seconds left in the third. Pass to Biyombo. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Conchar. Puts up a 3. Here's Clark. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. You can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Well, as a young, dynamic scorer, Devin Booker knows how to get his way against most defenders in the league.
That free throw good from Booker. Good on both. Now here's Morant. Outside Bain. Back to Morant. On the take. And then Morant with the dunk.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Outside Booker. From deep. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That'll be a second foul of the game. Now Morant. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. 6 on the shot clock. He can't hit that time. Paul with some nice D. Booker for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis leading. The 3 from Bain. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. The Suns shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Booker, the pass to Crowder. The 3 ball. Booker can't get it to go. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. And here's Bain. Puts it up. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. And here's Morant outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Memphis?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense.
Clock at 4. From deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Morant's got 8 points here in the quarter. It's Booker on the wing. Back to Paul. Pass to Booker. They need this. And he makes it.
Booker is good at knowing when to shoot the ball. When he gets that kind of room, he's not going to hesitate.
Outside Morant. From deep three-point range. Memphis the rebound. Kicks it out to Jackson. To the middle. Adams with the ball. Off target from three-point range.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Grizzlies.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Ja Morant.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Morant against Paul. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Morant. They grab their own miss. Brooks outside. Pass to Morant. Second chance shot. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate